Hey guys, welcome back to Cause 3D. A while back, I bought this EFX Boba Empire Strikes Back helmet, and it's been sitting on a shelf in my basement, and I built a helmet stand for it just to hold it up a little bit and thought, you know what, we could go one step further. So I went on to Etsy, and I believe his name is Gio Sanmo. I'll link it in the description. He has come up with a great way to display your helmets. So I 3D printed the Boba Fett short stand that he had. Reason for the short stand is because the height is still pretty big on it, and it was under $18 to buy the file. He's the same guy that I had built the A New Hope Darth Vader helmet. He's the same guy I got the files from for that. And I have to say his work on his designing is fantastic. So I thought, you know what, let's shoot for it. Let's get a beautiful display piece that we can put down in the man cave. So that's what I did. It used around 2.5 rolls of filament. I did print it on a 15% infill and 3 walls out of PLA+. And I've got to tell you, it is looking really cool. So let's get to the build part, and then I'll talk a little bit more about it when I have it sitting here for the wrap up. I do want to say before I start building this that I have done my best to link everything that I use down in the description. So if you see something along the way, pop down into the description of the video and you should be able to find what I used and where to get it. So last night I sprayed my green on here, and turns out I didn't notice it last night until I walked into the shop. Today it crackled, and I know what it did. It was the silver base that I put down. The two front chest panels are relatively fine. I noticed that when I was spraying, the nozzle of the spray paint was coming out really thick and globby, and I thought it'll be okay. Well, it wasn't. It put too much material down on top of the silver. The silver didn't accept it, and now it's crackly. So failures happen. The whole point that I'm trying to make is it's not the end of the world yet. It doesn't look terrible. If I wanted to go ahead and rip all the mask off and leave it like this, do a little bit of weathering, it would be fine. But I think at least the top part, probably not the front panels, the chest panels, I am going to go back and wet sand this down and give it another lighter, thinner coat. Things happen when you're building stuff like this. Unforeseen things like paint crackling can happen. It's not the end of the world. It adds an extra step to your day. I understand that. It's frustrating. I was frustrated when I walked in and saw it this morning. My first thought was, how can I fix this? What's the most efficient way? So I'm going to let this cure for a couple days before I start wet sanding. We'll do a quick wet sand, we'll do a quick spray, and see if that solves our problem. And that's it. We're done. I'm done. And I'm happy with it. I'm real happy with it. I will say the left shoulder decal will arrive in the next couple of days. I'm going to wrap this video up though, and as well as the chest armor decal that goes on there. I toyed with the idea of painting them on by hand, but by the time I actually made the stencils for them or drew them on there and free-handed them, I thought, why not just spend the 20 or 30 bucks that it is to go ahead and get the decals that I need. So overall, this build has been, it's been fun. It has been challenging at times, not because of the design. The design is excellent in my opinion. It may not be screen accurate or anything, and I'm not too worried about that. My damage and my wear on it may not be screen accurate. Even my coloring might be a bit off. It's going to make a cool piece to set down in the basement. And I'm really excited to get it down there because I do think it looks pretty darn good. The base of this is actually adjustable. If I want to raise the head up a little bit, I can. If I want to lower it, I can. It's really customizable. I am super happy with it. I mean, I kind of surprised myself on a few things, like the Wookiee braids. That was a kind of a new one for me to be able to get in there and airbrush those. And I'm thrilled. They turned out really good. Again, huge shout out to Gio Sanmo for the files that he created. These are excellent. He's got them for multiple troopers, Vader, Boba, of course, and I'm not sure what else he's got on there. And I didn't want to dive too deep because I'd want to build them all. But this also does come with a jetpack if you want to print the jetpack and attach it. I elected not to simply because of the depth that it would be. My shelf that I have in mind to set it on is probably 14 inches maybe, and I didn't want to add an extra 6 inches to the back of it. Yes, some things could probably be changed on it. I do want to go back to the crackling that I had on the chest plate and the neck collar. I tell you, that was heartbreaking to walk out and see that, but I decided I was going to power through it, wet sanded it, couple more coats of paint, wet sanded that as well, and I got it back to good. So hit that like button, leave a comment, tell me what you think. I know it's not perfect. I'm happy with it. It goes in my basement. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button because we find out that about 68% of people that are watching these videos are not subscribed. If you haven't checked out the other videos, please go back and do that. If you want to support us and join our YouTube channel, we would be thrilled. That's what keeps us going on in these builds, what helps us finance what we do. We couldn't do it without you guys. We appreciate you, and we'll see you in the next video.